Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. We got a motto, Tomlin and Mama Manning too. Bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to January 14th. It is a Tuesday. It is the last day of the semester, right before exams begin. How'd I do? Did I get all the dates and numbers right? All right.
Really,
what a way to
okay,
end.
so you're on a roll of 7 days in a row. Very good.
Outstanding.
It is an A day.
Yes, it is an A day and our last show before the break, and we're going to take the exam week off and then be back right after that to start semester 2. Hot, fresh, ready to roll. So
On Wednesday, the 22nd.
don't get me jumping that far. Wednesday, the 22nd. That is, unless it snows.
There you go.
If there's a snow day, then everything gets pushed ahead one more day.
Push back one more day.
Pushed back. Well, the exams get
Pushed up.
forward. We're not going.
They get pushed back farther into the month.
Oh, gee.
Push
I guess
forward,
so.
push forward means it's coming like it's getting faster.
Well, the year ends faster, right?
No,
Because there's
only if we have no snow
less days.
Only if we have no snow days.
Only if we have no snow days. Well, let's hope for no snow days.
Color.
January 14th. It is a Tuesday. A lot happened on January 14th. I like one of the things is on January 14th in 2013, Lance Armstrong admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs in his career, including his 7 Tour de France victories, and that really shook up the whole
Broke
sports
my
world.
heart.
Yeah.
He was my hero.
But it did highlight some of the integrities in athletics and what that means for that. So using steroid in baseball when they went after all those guys as well. I still think if you're on steroids, you still have to see the ball coming at you at 100 miles an hour
Cheat
to hit it.
never beat.
Yeah.
Steroids actually helps your eyesight as well. That was like a new thing. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Well, obviously, I'm not.
I'm not either.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Steroids haven't helped me see anything yet. Today's birthday is Dave Grohl, born in 1969. Hey,
Foo Fighters.
I could have been in a band. He's the front man for the Foo Fighters, and he was also the drummer for a little known band,
Nirvana.
There you go. All right. And also on today, January 14th in 2005, is when the Huygens probe landed on the Titan, Saturn's moon, Titan. And it was the first landing on a moon in the outer solar system, which gave us data about atmosphere and surface of the Titan moon. All right. What else we got going on in school today? Not much. Today is the beginning of the end of the first semester. First exam is going to be tomorrow. It'll be the A1, A2 exams. Then after that, you have A3, A4, B1, B2. And then the following week, we start after the long break on Tuesday, B3, B4. Bingo. Pom-pom poll of the week is Snapchat or Instagram. Snapchat, Instagram, either, any. Oh, Facebook. We have Facebook people with us today. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Facebook.
And we have one MySpace person. Right.
No, I use Google social media networks.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Don't forget to stop in the media center, see everything they have going on. But do remember that during exams, it is a silent study hall. You have to be quiet and stay there the entire block, and only one student per table. And since we don't have infinite amount of tables, we will not have infinite amount of students. Only one student per table, and there's about 15 tables. So that's how many of you can be in there. Don't forget to charge your Chromebook every morning. Listen to us every morning at 7 a.m. or thereabouts. Time now for the news with Tomlin.
And now, with the latest headlines, over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Morning, a couple top stories start today. First off, lawsuits filed Monday claim utility equipment sparked one of the 2 deadly wildfires burning in the LA area. While some Pacific Palisades residents believe the other blaze may have started when hurricane-force winds reignited the remnants of an extinguished New Year's Day fire. Authorities haven't determined an official cause for the fires yet, which roared to life last Tuesday and have killed at least 24 people. It came from the from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives took the lead on the investigation.
I'm sorry, I was reading the newspaper.
No problem. Just they think it's either an electrical fire that started these or reignited leftover New Year celebrations.
Wow.
The California fires.
Oh, wow.
That's what they think thus far, but they're still investigating. Hamas has accepted a draft agreement for a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip and the release of dozens of hostages. 2 officials involved in the talks said Tuesday. Mediator Qatar said the negotiations were at the closest point yet to sealing a deal. Top 8 of impeached South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol pleaded with the law enforcement agency on Tuesday to abandon their efforts to detain him over his imposition of martial law last month, as authorities prepare a second attempt to take the former president or the president into custody. More than 150 recipients of the Nobel and World Food Prizes released an open letter Tuesday calling for a dramatic increase in research and a commitment to new food distribution efforts with the goal of producing more crops and avoiding a global hunger crisis in the coming decades.
That's a
your news.
Tuesday. That's a Tuesday.
Oh, there you go.
Nothing else beyond that? That's all we got?
Ukraine's holding its first ever soccer tournament for war wounded amputees and then plan to make the league go international.
That's a
All right,
positive.
there you go.
So you guys weren't really feeling what I was doing, so I didn't know if I was going to keep going or not. So this is a league put together by it's handpicked players that were selected from the thousands of Ukrainian wounded in this war, and they've put together multiple teams, and they're talking about trying to make it a European then a global sports league.
Wow. And speaking of Ukraine, they know that the fires are so bad in California, they pledged to send 150 firefighters. A country that's been at war for 3 years has said, hey, you know, you guys are so bad off. We're going to send 150 of our people to help you out. So
I love it. Canada's sending people. Mexico's sending people.
yeah,
Ukraine's sending people.
it's a global effort.
Yes.
And that's the news with Tomlin. Over to the sports desk with Mama Manning.
Here's a shot at the buzzer.
Strike 3 call. What a catch. Touchdown. Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
Good morning. Good morning. Last night, boys basketball powered past Watertown,
All right.
63-58. What a
Ooh.
game.
That was close.
Lots of threes, both teams.
It's raining threes.
But rebounding was great and defense was unbelievable. No events today.
Nothing.
Nothing for today, which
Really?
gives me extra time.
That's great. All right. Excellent. Good.
Am I signing out or am I good?
Oh, you signed it out. I didn't know you flipped it over and there was more writing on the
That's
back
for
of the
my
page.
guys.
That's
Yep.
for you guys. All right. And that's sports with Mama Manning.
So we are joined this morning by our swim team captains. So let's go through the line. Introduce yourself. You're all seniors, right?
Yep.
All right, go ahead, Andrew.
Well, you just said it for me. I'm Andrew, senior captain. I've only been swimming for 3 years, but I'm as experienced as these other guys. So
There you go.
Edgar, senior captain. I've been diving since sophomore year and swimming since last year.
Fantastic.
I'm Alex. I'm a senior captain. I've swam all 4 years with high school and a couple years before high school.
Awesome.
I'm Nolan. I'm a senior captain. I've been swimming for about 9 or so years, and including all of high school. So
I'm Ryan. I've also been probably swimming for about 9 years, all middle school, all of high school.
Fantastic. All right, so we had our first meet against Watertown with an unbelievable end of a tie, 93-93. Talk to me about that event.
well, to start, they had a huge team. They had about double our size plus a couple extra kids. So
Wow.
we definitely put up a good fight, but in the past, we normally beat them, so it was a little tough coming from such a small team, but I think we fought well and we did a very good job.
And no tiebreaker.
No
No.
tiebreaker. No.
Would you have liked to have seen one?
I think it would have been pretty
could have been
exciting.
interesting. Yeah.
That
Exciting.
would have been
That's a new. That's probably a cool thing. Even college teams, some high school teams could probably incorporate and make swimming just a little more exciting.
Because then you'd have to pick an event, pick the swimmers,
Yeah.
pick the divers. How do you do that?
I don't know how it would work. I know if there's a tie in a certain event, they do a swim off, but it's that event. So I don't know for like the team.
Is it the same swimmers who just finished the event have to
Yeah,
run
so-
it again?
Yeah.
That's gotta be exhausting.
They
It
either do
is.
it right after or
Right
like they give them a
after.
little bit of a break. They kind of plan it with their swimmer schedule. So if they have the event after or whatever, they kind of incorporate it.
And some of you guys swim multiple events. What events are we?
Oh, yeah.
What are we currently
With a
swimming?
small team, we always have to swim.
That's what I'm
multiple
saying.
events.
So what are you
Mhm.
currently swimming?
Well, I mean, it's going to be different for every type of meet.
Okay.
Is it a stronger meet against a better team, then we're going to be in our best events possible. So that's like part of the strategy of it. Like our coach, Coach Heller, he has to strategize and kind of build the lineup in the best way possible to beat that team. So I'm going to be in the 100 backstroke one day, but then I'm going to be in the 50 free another day.
All right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But then also, guys, some guys aren't as versatile as others. And like Alex is really good, and Nolan and Ryan are really good at like the majority of all the strokes. So they're more flexible, while other people can only do like freestyle or only backstroke stuff. So he has to kind of strategize and build around that.
So what is your best stroke? What is the best one that you have in your hopper that you know that, okay, this is my discipline?
Edgar?
I think mine for that would be breaststroke. Since last year, I've been swimming the 100 breaststroke. I swam it at NVLs. I swam it against Watertown, but I switched over to the 2IM for Notre Dame and Amity. But I've been diving every meet too. That's my main event, and
Wow.
2 relays as well.
Alex?
So I would say my main events are probably the breaststroke, the IM, and probably some freestyle.
He doesn't have a
Um,
weak stroke.
No. And he practices in class.
But yeah, last 3 years at States and at NVLs, I've swam pretty much every event, I would say. I think the only event I haven't swam, actually, I think I've swam all of them. Maybe not the 50 free. So
Mhm.
I'd say I'm pretty versatile, but you know, there's definitely some strong competition in the NVL. And even though some strokes are my best strokes, you still have to it's hard to win sometimes still.
Got it. Nolan?
I'm a distance freestyle swimmer, so a lot of 200 free, 500 free. But lately we've had some kind of holes in our team for the backstroke, so I've been stepping up sometimes and doing the backstroke in the relay or the 100 back end meets. But typically at NVLs I'll swim the 500 free, and same thing with States.
Now there's one you don't want to necessarily have to do a tiebreaker in either.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I hear you. Right.
Anything but backstroke. Anything but backstroke.
Your second meet was a non-league meet, and that was against Amity and Notre Dame of West Haven. That was a close one.
That's some good competition there.
Yeah. Comments?
Well, Amity's a very talented team.
Mm-hmm.
Our coach told us that beforehand. So he was like, just put up a fight, do your best effort. And we're just kind of, the way I think of it is that like those meets where we're against very talented teams, we're kind of using those meets to train for the more
Mhm.
important meets like the championships.
Mm-hmm.
Good answer.
So they racked 100 points. Notre Dame grabbed 80, and you guys were 79. That was close.
Yeah.
It was.
It
was
came down to
close.
the last relay.
Came down to the
Close
last
between the
relay.
Against Notre
Yeah.
Dame.
A lot
yeah.
of our close losses do. So we're
Yeah.
definitely really working on trying to finish our back half a lot stronger. And that
Got it.
last relay, we got to really like hunker down and just keep going.
What's the fastest lane in our pool?
Probably 4.
No,
Or-
probably 5.
4 or 5.
Normally, like for the meet, like the fastest swimmers will swim in the middle of the pool.
Yeah.
Traditionally, but like in training, we're all spread out. Coach will try and spread us out to actually race in practice. So like 1 through 6 will be full, and like we're all racing each other like a meet.
How do you prepare the night before? What do you eat? Big meal, light meal?
Steak.
Steak,
Pasta.
pasta.
A lot of
Pasta.
pasta,
Pasta.
chicken.
Yeah.
Any superstitions?
Have you ever heard that Michael Jordan ate a steak before every game? That's why
And
I
a
was
cigar
that's where
after
you got it.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Like
you're not
it-
smoking the cigar though, right?
No, no.
Like
Okay.
you can't step on certain tiles, you get a little step ready, or
No.
No, I don't know
know.
about superstitions.
No?
superstitions.
Maybe a routine, but not a superstition.
what's your routine?
I honestly don't even know. Like whatever I do is kind of, I don't even think about it, but I think I do it before every race. You know.
Yeah. And your practices are very intense.
Yeah.
I know your
very
coach.
intense.
He works you hard.
Oh, yeah.
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 We train for the last relay. I'll put it that way.
But think of the results you guys get.
Yeah.
Now, tomorrow, Wednesday, we have Torrington and Wilby, Caner Tech.
Yep.
We ready to go?
Oh,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Is that here?
That-
Yeah, it's here.
That
it's
is
here.
here. And you don't know your events until that day.
No,
No.
Typically.
not
yeah.
until like an hour before, 30 minutes before
Is that,
usually.
is that tough?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Because if you're in a bunch of tough events like in a row,
Yeah.
you haven't really had that time to mentally prepare for that.
Mm-hmm.
But if he tells you the day before, I really like it because then I'm like, okay, I know what I have to do, and I imagine myself
Yeah, you
doing that.
Visualize.
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 That's
Yep.
something he does not only with the events, but the workouts. Like he will not let us know what workout's coming, and then he'll just write it up on the board. You know, like right
Yeah.
after warm up.
And then we'll be like, all hope is gone.
yeah.
Oh, see?
So
That's when you hide the marker. I mean, you listen to them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like last night. Last night was a pretty tough
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, he
Pushed
had probably
us.
our hardest practice yesterday.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
What's some things that you did? You did extra laps? You did extra races?
It was just all on fast intervals and high amount of reps and rounds, like that kind of thing.
And does coach have a go-to line to motivate you?
No, but like he's very good at giving like motivational
Speeches?
and talks, especially before races or before big meets. He always finds a way to like pump up the kids. So it really inspires me sometimes. So
And he's a new dad.
he is.
He is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did that make him a little bit more chill?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think-
Outside.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Right
Nope.
there.
Not at all.
All right. Well, good luck for tomorrow.
Get it.
We'll get someone out there to cover that event from Hawk Headlines, see what's going on out there. And on behalf of the show, thank you all for coming in, giving us a little insight to your season and continued success. And on behalf of the show, don't forget, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.